The Biden administration is under fire for its handling of pro-life cases, with allegations of withholding evidence and aggressive arrest tactics. The DOJ has been accused of targeting pro-life defendants with longer prison sentences than pro-abortion ones, sparking outrage and calls for reform. This comes as the country grapples with the issues of freedom of speech and the right to protest. The controversy has raised questions about the use of federal law to prosecute pro-lifers, with some arguing it's a clear example of government overreach. As the debate rages on, one thing is clear: the Biden DOJ's actions have ignited a firestorm of criticism and concern. The federal law in question has been used to prosecute pro-lifers. At what cost? The answer remains to be seen, but for now, the controversy continues to simmer, with many calling for a more balanced approach to justice. In a country where freedom of speech is paramount, the Biden administration's actions have sparked a national conversation about the limits of government power and the importance of protecting individual rights. With the nation watching, the Biden DOJ must now confront the consequences of its actions and work to rebuild trust with the American people. The dollar amount of damages and legal fees is still unknown, but one thing is certain: the impact of this controversy will be felt for years to come. A heated debate is underway in Congress over a key tool of American surveillance. Section 702 of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act has come under fire from lawmakers and civil liberties advocates who argue it enables warrantless spying on U.S. citizens. The law has been used to collect a huge share of intel, but at what cost to individual privacy? As the nation grapples with the balance between national security and personal freedom, the controversy surrounding Section 702 continues to grow. With the dollar amount of funding for surveillance programs on the rise, the question remains: how far will the government go to protect its citizens, and at what cost to their privacy? The answer remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the debate over Section 702 has sparked a national conversation about the limits of government power and the importance of protecting individual rights. In a country where freedom and security are paramount, the controversy surrounding Section 702 has raised important questions about the role of government in monitoring its citizens. As the nation watches, Congress must now navigate the complex issue of surveillance and privacy, working to find a balance that protects both national security and individual freedom. Tensions are rising between the U.S. and China, with the Chinese Foreign Ministry calling a U.S. blockade dangerous and irresponsible. The statement comes amid an ongoing crisis in the Middle East, where a comprehensive ceasefire is being called for. The situation remains volatile, with the U.S. and China at odds over the best course of action. As the dollar amount of trade between the two nations continues to grow, the question remains: how will the U.S. and China navigate their complex relationship and work towards a peaceful resolution? The answer remains to be seen, but one thing is clear: the controversy surrounding the U.S. blockade has sparked a global conversation about the role of international diplomacy in resolving conflicts. In a world where global cooperation is paramount, the U.S. and China must now work together to find a solution that benefits all parties involved. With the nation watching, the U.S. government must now confront the consequences of its actions and work to rebuild trust with China and the international community. The dollar amount of damages and losses is still unknown, but one thing is certain: the impact of this controversy will be felt for years to come. In a thrilling matchup, Mike Trout and Aaron Judge went head-to-head in a star-studded slugfest. The two baseball stars each hit 2 home runs, leaving fans on the edge of their seats. The dollar amount of their contracts may be staggering, but it's clear that these athletes are worth every penny. As the crowd cheered and the scoreboard lit up, one thing was clear: this was a game for the ages. With the crack of the bat and the roar of the crowd, Mike Trout and Aaron Judge proved once again why they're two of the best players in the game. The question remains: what's next for these baseball superstars? Will they continue to dazzle fans with their skills, or will they succumb to the pressures of the game? Only time will tell, but for now, the nation is abuzz with excitement over this epic matchup. The dollar amount of merchandise sales is sure to soar, as fans clamor to get their hands on jerseys and memorabilia featuring these two baseball greats. The Buffalo Sabres have made history, winning their division for the first time since 2010. The team will now face off against either Boston or Ottawa in the first round of the playoffs. The dollar amount of ticket sales is expected to soar, as fans clamor to get a glimpse of their team in action. As the Sabres celebrate their victory, the question remains: what's next for this talented team? Will they continue to dominate on the ice, or will they fall short in the playoffs? The nation is watching, and the answer remains to be seen. But for now, the city of Buffalo is abuzz with excitement as fans celebrate their team's historic win. The dollar amount of merchandise sales is sure to rise, as fans snap up jerseys and hats featuring the Sabres logo. With the team's star players leading the charge, the Sabres are poised to make a deep run in the playoffs. The question is, can they bring home the championship? Only time will tell, but for now, the city of Buffalo is basking in the glory of their team's division win.